And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask as soon as you have it, because it will be easier to just make it this way. Konstantin called it one of the biggest and less known exchanges on the market today. Well, I personally don't agree with that, because I just checked the coin market cap. We're the fourth, by the way. And there's Negoci coins. What's that? It's the second.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows that. Okay, we're not the less known. It's the second, and it's been the second for already a couple of days, I guess. So, but nevertheless, you cannot compare Okex to Binance, of course. We're not that well known, but we'll change it. About us, well, some basic facts. I guess I have year 2015 there, but truth speaking, it's 2014. How it all happened. Guys who created Okecoin were trading with Okecoin in China, and once China authorities prohibited futures trading there, and that's how it appeared Okex. It was first registered in Belize. I guess the year is a bit different, it's 2014. Well, you may meet some information about us saying that we're like a daughter company of Okecoin. This is not true. We're separate entities, have nothing in common, only the investors. Now we're registered in Malta since 2018, and the main office is in Hong Kong. I didn't mention here we have many employees, like more than 800 people working for Okex for the moment, and it's still growing because we're hiring. So if you're gifted, don't hesitate to write us and join us. Welcome on board. Okay, we are big. This is, well, if you check CoinMarketCap for the moment, this is exactly the volume we have now, $2 billion for the past 24 hours. But the numbers are changing always, it depends. Nevertheless, it's something around that. We have more than 200 tokens listed, and more than 300, it's nearly 400 or around that, pairs on the platform. I must say that the previous year, like 2018, we've delisted a lot. We've delisted more than 100 tokens. So now this is the lowest number we have, because the listing is currently suspended, and since the beginning, yeah. Question?
Why did you delist that many tokens?
Actually, for every token we list, we have sort of our roadmap, which they need to follow, some things they need to do, and if they don't, we just delist. And this for the projects who didn't support the roadmap, we offered them. That's why. Okay, but you know, actually, basically, it's about the year. The year wasn't really nice for the cryptocurrencies. Okay, these are the main people in Okex. Tim Bowen. Actually, you don't really need to remember his name. He's just one of the top managers, but there's no way you will meet him or connect with him on the social media. He is not working with clients, but the second name, Andy Choing, is the one to remember because he's got the Twitter and he is writing there a lot. Any question you have about Okex, you can ask him directly, and it's mostly likely he'll give you the answer there. He's using Twitter a lot. Here is Lennox Lai, our financial market director. And Ulrich Victorina. Ulrich Victorina is the name you need to remember if you have any project or if you wish to list, if you have like something to offer to Okex. when I must for an email, I give his email all the time. He's the one who chooses the project for listing. Okay, now for the main part. It's like when you come to our platform, this is the first page you see, charts. We give charts, and what I wanted to show you here, it's like the recent change we have. It's this USDS. It used to be USDT even a week ago. Now we've added USDS because we're planning to have more stable coins on the platform. And USDS will be the name for all of them. You know it's prohibited to show any token rating vice USD. So we'll make sort of index of all the stable coins we list, and we'll make it like Bitcoin / USDS, this index. Sort of USD.
Do you work with dollars?
No, we don't. Okex does. We work, it's prohibited actually. We do trade only token to token. And we have another special platform where you can change it, a token to fiat and backwards. But this is the way you can get an understanding of the rating, of every token we have, just to be a bit closer to dollar. So here also, I got this part actually. On this page you will be also able to see the charts, and you will be able to go to the charts. This is well informative.
All tokens with USDT?
Yeah, of course. It's all the pairs we have with USDT, but it's not, I guess it's not everything. We have more. It's just the first part. One of the main tokens. And also, if you see there, OKB will give you another list, and crypto, there will be BTC mostly. We'll give you one more list. And it's big. Okay. Me as the manager, I always have this problem with people trading with us. They first transfer their assets, they first transfer their money, and then they understand that they cannot withdraw. That's why the first thing I tell everyone when they come to us, if you want to trade with Okex, please pass KYC1 at least. Because if you don't, you won't be able to withdraw your money. It will stay there on the platform. And we have things like that. For European citizens, we accept only international passport. For Russians, we accept also the domestic passport. And it's like a recent change. We used to have only international documents for KYCs. But if it happens so that you all of a sudden, somehow transferred your money to Okex and forgot to pass KYC1 and want to withdraw, and you don't have any sort of international documents, only your card ID, for KYC1 it will be sort of okay if you fill it with your national ID. But you will be able to withdraw, but you'll have problems further if you decide to pass KYC2. KYC1 has withdrawal limits. It's 0.5 BTC, 24 hours, which is actually enough just for trading for starters. So I guess, yeah, and there you have to give your nationality, your name, and the number of the document. No specific verification there. Okay, further goes KYC2. Actually, for most of the traders, I suggest that they get this KYC2. It's a bit more difficult to achieve, but it's worth it. You get 100 BTC withdrawal every 24 hours and the ability to, if in some cases you need more, you can apply for more withdrawal limits. But for KYC2 we require your proof of photo proof, document proof, and proof of your address with your name on it. For Russians it's easy because they have domestic passports and they already have their address signed in the passport. That's what they use. For Europeans it's a bit more tough, but to prove their address they use bills with their name on it. And this is always kind of sort of enough. So KYC3 is a video you have to record. It's super fast, super easy. Just promise there to be a fair trader and to understand the risks. That's it. It takes like 30 minutes, but mostly you don't need that. It's for only big traders. Okay, now for trading fees. Actually, I added it here not to give you the information about the fees, which are quite okay. Well, in comparison to other exchanges, we have low fees. But you know, there's been a story when Lennox Lai, I showed you the photo of the guy, appeared at one of the summits and said that we might probably have problems with our traders who incentivize, he said, the wash trading. And the words were pronounced, and it was like in all the media, Okex has wash trading, and we dropped from the first place to the 16th just in a second because of that. Actually, what he was talking about is exactly this way we implement fees. The more you trade, the less fees you pay. And we accept trading with AP, which means that many people who trade with us use bots, and it's easier for them to gain this level of volume trading and to decrease their fees. He didn't say anything else, but okay, the words were pronounced. Even we have, if you still think that our fees are quite high, and if you trade a lot, if you have like a big person, it will be high for you, even those 0.001%. That's why we have a market maker program for those who hold at least 20 BTC or more in their account and who trade a lot. They can apply. They can write an email here and apply to become our market maker, and to reduce the fees. For maker they will have 0, for taker they will have slightly more, but people do apply a lot. It's kind of a popular program with us. Okay, our products. Here is the spectrum we have. Spectrum of products we have. Just give me a second. You can see here C2C trading. This is fiat to token, token to fiat platform. Spot trading, which is the common people use. With the spot trading, we also have margin trading on the spot markets. It means that you can borrow money from Okex and trade with the borrowed money. We have OK Piggy Bank, which is an interesting offer. I'll tell you about it later. Futures trading, swaps. It's sort of a futures trading, but with the different terms. Terms of termination, yeah. And the index tracker. I guess a few months before you could buy an index with us, but now this option is closed. We just track our indexes. So this is another thing you have when you get registered and when you deposit your money to us. You will go to your assets and you will see it here. we have different accounts. This is the founding account, it's like the main one. And one account for each platform to trade with. It's like a security thing, because keeping your assets at the founding account is safer. And if you want to trade, you just need to transfer. It will be an internal transfer, and it will cost you nothing. It's super fast and super easy. As soon as you have the gains on one of these trading platforms, you just give it back to the founding account and keep it there. This is like safety option. Okay, now we shall talk about Okex Bank. You see where's like the first on the list. Actually, it's not a trading platform itself. It's something we offer to our clients if you have some spare money. If you happen to have some tokens you're not trading with, you can transfer it to our Okex Bank. It is directly connected with the spot margin trading platform. Actually, by its meaning, our exchange takes this money from you and uses it to lend it to the people who trade with margin, and you receive a person's income for that every day on a daily basis. For you, it means that you just transfer your tokens. We have like a list of special tokens. Not every token on our platform can be used for that, but BTC, LTC, Ethereum, etc. These are the tokens you can trade at the spot margin platform, and you can have here. So if you have some extra Litecoin, you just transfer it to Okex Bank, and the next day after you transfer it there, you'll start having plus gains. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the
Can I add
gains.
something? Is it possible that the person who borrows my leftovers, let's say, loses money during the spot trading?
We have,
do I still have any gains?
Yeah, you have the gains all the time. It's something the exchange is taking care about, and we have obtained a very, so to say, difficult system of how to reduce those kind of losses. I'll talk about it later. But so we take care about it. We guarantee that you have your gains on a daily basis, only not on the day when you deposit, and not on the day when you just withdraw. And it's really nice because there, like for USDT, you have, but it's the highest, I suppose. You have 14% of gains.
Some people say that USDT is insolvent, so nobody knows.
No, I guess if you take any token, you'll find sort of that information about it, mostly, even about Bitcoin, mostly about Bitcoin. Okay, now about C2C trading. Actually, I promised Konstantin not to tell a lot about it because of the paintings, actually, but we're not competitors here, I must say, not direct. Because Okex uses this platform to create one ecosystem. This is the way to bring your fiat to our platform. C2C, it's an over-the-counter market. So as in the simple wordings, it's like when a trader meets a trader and they do trading, sort of that. We do not regulate it, we do not have fees on this sort of tradings. We only ask the traders to pass at least KYC 1, but better KYC 2. Any conflicts, any problems, any disputes are on us because we hold the information, and in case something goes wrong there, we help Why need to pass KYC2? Because KYC1 allows you only to take the orders which are on the list, and KYC2 allows you to place the order. This platform supports different fiat. It supports euro, it supports rebels, it supports Great Britain pounds, and yena, and also some this vitamins
do they have like minimum amount?
No, for that they don't. No, it's up to you. As minimum, well, if
So
you meet a
basically
trader, it's sort of local Bitcoins and
Yeah, like local.
yeah,
You can cash out.
yeah. Yeah, and you can bring your cash with the, well, bring your fiat with the banking card, or we also accept Alipay and WeChat Pay, which are more like for the Chinese.
Like you accept like cards like Revolut or
Wait.
like you accept like most of the banking cards, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Oh, nice.
And which is the main thing about it, why we have it. After you trade there, you can further have your tokens moved to the other trading platforms. That's how you you don't have to bring your tokens from a wallet. You can have fiat, change it, and then go further and push it to a futures trading platform, a spot trading platform, whatever, and backwards as well. So this is what our page for the spot trading looks like. This is what you see when you try to trade at the spot market.
Do you have any stats how many users are doing simple trading and how many are doing margin trading percentage-wise?
I'm sure we do, but we don't want to disclose much because we're not obliged to by law. We're like a closed company, and we do not disclose much. I guess anyway, we're taking care a lot about the margin trading and futures trading, so that's what makes me think that's like the most important part. Here you see I especially chose the margin trading because with the spot trading it's always easy. It's just simple as that. You should only choose the type of order you want to make. But with the margin trading it's a bit different because you borrow the money and you not only get a fee for placing order, but you should remember that you have a daily rate for borrowing money from us. And for each token it's different, and we have this information here. It's like with the small letters here. It is charged every hour, but the daily rate will, in total, will be the one which is here. Okay, I guess there's not much to tell here about. If you have any special questions, this is about the number of assets you want to trade, the whole sum you have on the account, because here will be the number of your BTC on the account or your USDT on the account, and here is the amount you want to sell, like the whole sum, the part of it, or you can make it with the hands, just print number. Like I have, suppose, 100 USDT. I want to sell 50. You can do it either here or here. That's it. For it, yeah. And now for the orders. This is the general list of orders we have. It works for the sports trading and for the futures, not for the swaps. Swaps are different a bit. But it's the full list. It's a bit different from people used to see when they trade with the cryptocurrency exchanges. But after a little research, you find it's sort of the same. We have limit and market order, which is as simple as that. Limit, the one which creates liquidity, so you just give the price and it's added to the chart. And market, it's you buy or you sell with the price which is already on the chart. You do not create any liquidity, and that's why the fee is higher for it. I'm often asked whether we have stop loss orders. And we actually do, but they work a bit different. It's not like the direct stop loss order, limit stop loss order. They have, like, suppose in Kraken, where they have limit stop loss order. We don't have it. We have trigger and trailer order. They both can be placed together with the limit order and work as the stop loss orders there, or they can be placed separately. What do they mean? In case of the high volatility of the price, if you see that the price can drop or raise very high just in a short period of time, you can place an order which will appear on the market as soon as the price will be close to it. It won't appear at once, not like the limit one. It will be added as soon as the price you print on the order meets the price on the chart, on the market. Trigger order is the order where you give a straight price. Suppose I don't know, any type of Litecoin. Suppose it costs, like, I don't know, $5, and you wanna buy some when it costs $3. With a trigger order, you just put $3 and place the order, and as soon as it is there, you will have your order executed. With a trailer order, it's a bit different, because there you can place like $3 plus 0.1% upper, 0.1% down. It's like, it gives you a bit
range.
Thank you. Exactly. That's how it works. Then we have iceberg and TWAP order. Actually, I personally myself, I've never traded with the iceberg order, because it was created for the big amount. But no, I mean traded when you sell a big amount. To check how it works, I just sold, I guess, 1 USDT in each type of order, and it still worked. So if you have 1 USDT and you want to check how it works, go ahead and do it. It's not like for the limited on the big amounts, but it's mostly used for the big amounts, not to affect the market. If you have, so to say, 7,000 BTC and you want to sell it, you mostly likely will place an iceberg order, which will break this huge amount in the smaller parts and place it on the market. Iceberg order differs from TWAP only by the way these orders are broken and placed. Iceberg order first tries to sell the biggest part at the best price, and then according to the market, it affects the market anyway, and then after that it sees how it is affected and sells the smaller parts.
But does the user have control how much of a part of this, your big chunk of BTC, you can split?
Yeah, I think you can place it there. You can type it there on the interface, but still the user has to control everything. I must say that if you're a trader, it's what they do say on the chat a lot. You can place a trigger, a trailer, but still you shouldn't go to bed and sleep. You cannot relax, because the market is changing so fast that even sometimes those orders they can be placed, but they won't work because of the high volatility. So you have to follow your orders all the time. And also we have adopted advanced limit orders. It's something new we have, and mostly likely it's it's our special offer. For me, well, I must say, I was trying to sell with them, but it didn't go well because they wouldn't be placed easily. I guess they are mostly likely used in the situation when you want to sell fast and it doesn't matter for you which price you get. So even if the price goes against you and you want to sell, you should choose this type of orders. Post-only order is a sort of a limit order which will be added to the market only in case there is no limit order of the same kind. If there is a limit order with the same price, it will be cancelled. Fill or kill is the order which means that you want to sell the whole sum and you don't want to have any leftovers. Traders usually do, but you don't want to have it. You want to sell only the whole sum, and you place this order. But again, if you place it with the market price, most likely it will be cancelled. So it's for the situations when you want to sell fast and just withdraw. Immediate or cancel is the same as like you want to sell it now or don't sell it at all. This is what it means. Again, for the price which is not really favorable to you, but still there are different sorts of situations. Now to futures and swaps. Actually, we have different types of futures contracts, three main types: futures weekly, bi-weekly, and quarterly. Weekly means that if you place an order, you will have it, it will last for a week, and you will have it regulated. You will have the settlement every Friday, 4 p.m. Hong Kong time. This is the time when we settle the futures orders. Doesn't matter, weekly, bi-weekly, quarterly, they all settle at 4 p.m. Hong Kong time every on the Fridays. For the future orders, for the futures, you will have all the same order types I've showed you before, but for the swaps, you will have only limit orders. It's because swaps are traded with the higher leverages, and we don't want to risk. Here now we have, for the futures, we now have only 20x leverage. It used to be different, but we have many orders liquidated, and that's how we fight with it. We give less opportunities for the traders, and we give more control. And I'll show it to you later as well. You can open long, open short. Means you can either buy to sell later or sell to buy later, which is typical for the market. Which is what is really good here. Yeah, first of all, to get to see this picture, to get here, you need to pass a quiz with us. To activate this platform, you need to pass a quiz, which is really simple. I guess even a kid can do that. But still, this is our sort of way to remind you that this is risky and you can lose your money if you trade here. Also, we fight with losing your money by reminding you all the time that trading here is risky. And to make it safer to you, we've added this calculator thing. It's usually gray, just the way I highlighted it here. For you to know, you can calculate your possible risks. This is what happens, what you see when you push the button and choose the calculator. Before placing any order, you can calculate your profit, which is realized profit and losses. You can calculate your close price, which means that if you, I don't know, have a futures contract, a weekly futures contract, and you see that the price goes against you, you can close it anytime, and we will calculate it on the Friday according to the time when you closed it, and you will have unrealized profits and losses and close price. And here you can count the price at which you should close your order if something goes wrong. And liquidation price is the price when the nightmare happens. Well, actually it happens most of the time with the majority of traders. It's like if you haven't traded before and you go to the futures platform and start trading there, mostly likely you will have your orders liquidated 5, 10, 20 times. First 20 times at least. So you should see the price of your liquidated orders. You can count it here. And now the most difficult part of it. This is how we fight these liquidation situations. Because we are big, and you can only imagine how many people are trading on the futures platform and have their orders liquidated. A liquidated order means that they leave debts which are to be paid by our fund, by exchange itself, and by those users who got profit, which is really unfair, and we always have complaints about that. It's like, wow, I got profit, why should I? And we understand that.
So can you explain again? How does it happen technically? So when somebody is losing, the other guy who is gaining covers parts of his losses?
Covers the part, yes. Actually, it's not only with us. It's the general rule. Every exchange has that. And the good thing about it is that part of the losses is covered with the fund. And the bigger the fund, the more they cover. That's why traders always have a look at the amount of the funds there. It means that they will lose less. But basically it's unfair, yeah. Here, well, actually this black picture is from one of the tweets. It's from the Twitter. You know, recently we had a Bitcoin situation when it dropped from 8,000 to 7.2, and now it's back, but still we had it for a week. And our futures trading platform showed the best price for futures. We were fighting with it the best way, and we're really proud of it. And when a user on the Twitter was asking, well, how come we had it, like the only one exchange who showed such a nice price on the futures according to the situations, she got a reply from Andy Chewing, the guy I've mentioned before, who said that that's because of the way we calculate the price. We use, for every token we we're trading on the futures market, we use the index price, which is the price collected from at least 4 or 5 different exchanges, and it depends on the token. Like for BTC we have one list, for the Litecoin we have different, for Ethereum another, but mostly likely it will be BitMEX, Kraken, yeah, Binance, also Poloniex, yes, no, Okex of course, Bitfinex also, Bitfinex or something. And this is not the only thing that happens. We've recently adopted a new system of partial liquidation of orders, partial liquidation. It's something new. We've been testing it on the swaps trading, and now we also have it for the futures as well, to avoid these unfair situations we have with liquidated orders, to fight this situation. Okay, to tell you the truth, I was trying to translate the name of this system in Russian, and it took me 10 words to give the meaning of it. It's a bit complicated actually, and it also takes time to understand, and for us we're still studying it, but it's already working and it shows good results, because for the past month we had 0 liquidated orders on swaps, which is super good. And for the futures also, you know, there've been like 2 days ago the price for BSV, after he had this
Filed copyright
yeah,
registration.
yeah, the price just went high very fast, and many people lost their money with that. Well, with us it was different, because we created more stability there. How do we do that? When you trade with the leverage, you have to have a margin on your account. Means that this is a sum you will pay in a situation when your order is liquidated. We've added to that also one more point. We have a maintenance margin ratio. It's like a percentage. It's in a percent, and it's the minimum you should have on your account when you're trading. When, well, according to the changing of the price and according to the story of the order, your margin is less than this minimum, your order is to be liquidated. It's a general rule. This is how it works. But with the big orders, starting from tier 3, we make it different. For tier 1 and tier 2, it works the same. It works the old way. As soon as your margin is lower than this minimum amount, you get liquidated. That's it. But for the orders starting from the number 3, well, the number of contracts you see is quite big. Here, we engage this partial liquidation. This means that we take the operation on the order and we start selling it, so that your margin grows up a bit. As soon as it grows to at least one of these tiers, we just leave your order on the market. We just liquidate only a part of it. And that's how we cut losses, so to say. We for the money you gain we gain during the trading, we just add it to the step fund and then cover all the rest losses. It's a bit difficult. Well, for me, I still do study that and do study how it works in details, but general picture is the way it looks, the way I told you.
It seems like auto deleveraging, or like automatically as some kind of a high margin. If a price starts to drop and you have a long position, you just liquidate part, so you reduce your leverage.
Yeah.
Like I think one of the exchanges had it.
Highly possibly, yes. But for the big exchanges, I haven't met that. Okay. Now listing an IO part. I'll tell you many general words here, because there's no special rule for being listed on Okex. You just need to have a great project. That's it. And actually, you know, I have nice news from the guy from Latvia, and I think he attended CryptoCash at one of the meetups, and he's like a guy who usually comes here. He asked me for contacts, and he mostly likely will have an IO with the Okex finally, because they are now going to Hong Kong to present their project there, which means that it's the final part of everything. So they will just sign documents there, most likely. So you should have a great project, And you should also have some legal opinion from the guys from the industry, something, some reputable guys which are not connected with you. As soon as you have it, you can file the form and send it to this email. And also you need to attach your white paper, roadmaps, every information about every person in the company, anything you can. The more you give, the better you will participate, the better chances you get. And this is like the general email. If you really need to get there, you better send a copy to Ulrich. And I'll give you his email here.
So you initially say there is a list of requirements that whoever lists the token needs to follow.
It's
So-
during the
After the initial screening?
yeah.
Okay.
First, you need to file a copy to file your documents, and then you will see. Yeah. For the IEO, it's sort of the same. I'm saying that since the beginning of the year, we have listed only 2 tokens. It was BitTorrent, BTT, and it was this Cosmos token, Atom, and that's it. Because we're still not really listing it, so we're still in the process. We've suspended it, and as a general rule, we usually vote for listing. Our OKB holders vote for listing, and it was so before, and I mostly likely will have it again in the future. For now, it's the team of managers to decide, but it will be changed. We'll go back to the rules we've had before. This is a picture from our Medium blog. We have a really nice Medium blog. If you don't know something about Okex, you should go there and read. We have nice and easy to understand articles there, much better than this Russian translation on the site. Okay, so basically it also says that you should have a great project to participate, and you should write Ulrich. These are 2 main rules, of course, to the general OK Jumpstart email, and they will send you also a form. You will fill it up and everything, but double send to Ulrich because he's the one who reviews all the projects. And it's not like a general information, it's only me who gives it. Mostly likely community managers will give you, go send your email to OK Jumpstart. And that's just because I'm a bit stubborn. Ulrich says, okay, send it to me. Whatever. Our IO rules for investors. As you know, probably we've had 2 IOs already. One with the block cloud, which is block, and the second one was a week ago for the Alive token. With the block line was the very first our IO, and it seemed like we've thought of everything, but we didn't think of the main problems, so it lasted less than a second actually, because we had many investors. The point is that you can participate as an investor only if you hold OKB. And we don't really want the price of OKB to get extremely high. So if you expect to have like $20 OKB, mostly likely you won't, because we try to keep it. It's our utility token, and we need it for covering fees, for different operational things. So the price will change, it will drop and raise, but not the way like they do in Binance. I think it was already $30 or something. For us, the acceptable price of OKB is okay. Here we have a general rule for everyone who wants to participate. You need to hold OKB, at least 500 OKB. For the coming IO, you need to hold it for 30 days. And every time a trader reads that, just comes up to me and says, "Guys, are you crazy? Holding for 30 days is something crazy. There's no trader who would do that." And we generally agree with that, but we do not recommend you to leave it on the account, and we do not say don't touch it, we do not say go trade with it. We just say that we make snapshots on a daily basis, and if it happens so that one of the day your snapshots will show 0 on your Okex account, it's not a big deal. You just need to buy more the next day to have a nice allotment coefficient and to get more during the I.O. Basically, to get the allotment coefficient 1, you need to hold at least 500 Okex daily. Or you can buy the last day before I.O., you can buy 1500 or more, better more of course. Yeah, you need to pass QIC 1. And I guess that's it. Yeah, we had, for the past I.O., we had 2 rounds. The first round was lasted 1 second again, and it was first come, first serve. It means that we had first tradings there, and we had the limit of subscription. We had like over subscription limit, which means that we had a special amount of life which will be sold there, and it ran really fast. Though we say it lasted 10 minutes, actually the over subscription limit was met less than a second. But still, I have users who managed to participate in it as well. And for the second round, it actually lasted 10 minutes, and we had a guaranteed allotment there. Though the investors get a bit less than during the first round. Anyway, why it was really nice to participate there? It's because of the prices. The price of the token during this closed sales is 10 times less than the price which appears on the market soon after the I.O. is finished, the same day we have it. The only thing about it is that you'll be able to withdraw only after some substantial period of time. It's like we've opened the withdrawal for the block, I guess 2 weeks ago or something. It was like nearly a month after the first I.O. finished. But still, you can trade it on the market. The next moment it's finished. Let me tell you a little bit about Okex, our token. It's a utility token, as I've told you before. It has total supply 1 billion, but now we have a circulation supply 300,000. All the rest is blocked by investors. We have big plans for that, as we're planning to have our decentralized exchange, and we have it tested now, and we plan to move Okex to ERC20 to the blockchain. This is the list of the programs Okex takes part in. First, buyback and burn. We used to pay a little bit of Okex to all the Okex holders before. It was Happy Friday program we had, but now it's closed. We had a voting between the Okex holders, and they voted for a different method. Now, with our fees, we get by the end of the week, we take 50% of the gains, and with this 50% we buy back Okex and burn it to keep the price. As I told you, we'll put it on the Okex chain, and we'll have the decentralized exchange. And in June we start to test that, and highly possibly that in June already you'll be able to pay all the fees with OKB in exchange also. Yeah, for the Okex Jumpstart, I already told you that you can participate there only with OKB. Now OKB is traded on all the partner exchanges we have. And yeah, you can participate in listing, and you can vote for any token to be listed on the platform. And now for the Okex partners. Okex nodes or Okex partners are the partner exchanges we have. Actually, we have many of them already. And some of them are big, some of them are smaller. What we provide, if you're an exchange who wants to become our partner, you should know that we will take all the operational processes on us. So depositing, withdrawal will be on us, and the clearing. Also, we give you our technology. We provide you with the order matching system and the counter system and the wallets and the support. But what you will be able to have, you'll be able to list any token you choose without first receiving any agreements from us. It's like CoinAll has listed green, and you can see CoinMarketCap saying that green is listed with Okex. It's not exactly so, because it's listed with CoinAll. CoinAll is one of our main and the first and the biggest partner exchanges, but we have them many. And of course, your marketing strategy is also up on you. What do we do with our partners? First, we share liquidity. It means that all our trading orders will be shared with your platform. But for the trading volumes, we count them separately. Ours is for us, yours is for you. But placing orders will be like cross. Yeah, this is how you get the liquidity. This is how you get people coming on your platform. They do come from us. So, as I already told you, the withdrawals. This is like 4 of the exchanges who are our partners. If you want to become our partner, you need to send an email with your offers and to show your exchanges. Well, a great project as well, like for the whole projects. We're, I must say, always looking for projects. So if you do have any ideas, go ahead and write us. I guess I've already told you about Okex mostly. There's no much to tell actually, but there will be news coming, and if you follow us everywhere, you'll see information appearing soon. So, and these are our contacts. We have mostly everything. We have Twitter, and we have Facebook, LinkedIn, but for all the airdrops and bonus programs, for all the news, you need to follow our Twitter because it appears there super fast. The first place they appear there. And also come and join the Telegram chat. You can ask any questions there, and you can talk to me there. And if I don't know something, I have guys who can help me with asking you and answering you. That's it, I guess, more or less. It's the basic information, so if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Have you seen increased number of new people opening accounts in the last months? since Bitcoin price has recovered, there could be more interest.
You mean, yeah, that it all turned a bit more alive, I must say.
Yeah.
Well, for us it means price changing mostly, because it's not always for good. The same thing we had like with BSV. Guys had changed their price, like had a raise more than 100% in a day, which is tremendous. And it looks like to be a good news, but many people lost their money because of that. So for us, it's not that evident that it's really good. This volatility thing, but on the one hand, but on the other, it's how we exist. It's our main thread. So I must say we didn't especially notice that, because we have lots of traders and a big trading volume. And
I think that's one of the statistics exchanges should monitor, like, are there like more
whether it
new
grew
people
or not.
joining?
The growing of the market has so many points. It's like that there. I say that we have like a Russian chat, but most part of the Russian chat come from this abandoned part of Ukraine, from Crimea. And because they're poor there, and it's a good way to earn money. And they have sort of the same thing for Venezuela and for Turkey now. So you can never say it depends on Bitcoin. It depends on the current situation in the country, whether you can go to the office and get your money there, or you should be sitting and trading, which is also a good option.
Yeah, actually one way how to kind of check it is like in CoinGecko they have this visitors, daily visitors, and probably they have like a graph in the past how it was. You cannot see the new users, but you can see the visits to the website, so maybe.
Also Google Trends, like really featuring the keyword Bitcoin, and there is a big uptrend during the last few weeks, because the price is rising, the public is getting the news, everyone starts to become interested again.
But it has dropped. Yeah, it has dropped a lot.
It has, but now for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks,
No,
it's
it has
growing.
dropped 2 weeks ago. So it's again from 8,000 to 7.2.
Since the beginning of year, we're up like 100.
Yeah, we have the
Yeah, so
uptrend. Yeah.
What happened first, how do you think? The price rises or the trend rises?
Well,
Like-
for me, sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, go on.
Before that, I've been working on the news, on the crypto news. It's like you need to read news. I've been working there in August when the market was down. It was like on the whole day you couldn't find any good news, any good crypto news, always negative. And the market was down. But as soon as good news, little by little, started to appear, there's like the next big news will be with this US regulations and accepting it on the fund market, financial market, yeah, sorry, I forgot the name. As soon as good news started appearing, this country accepted, this country sees the future in this, then it started growing up.
Yeah, and I always look at those trends and I see that price rises, good news, like Google Trends rise, but I never know what happens first. First the price rises and then the good news come, or first the good news come and then the price rises. Like it's always like what was
Things
first,
are
like,
manipulated.
Yeah.
But there will be also one big news expected with the China mining regulation. Possibly China will ban the mining of Bitcoin, and this will affect the price. The only thing is that we don't really know how. Okay, for the starters it will drop, but later on, well, we will have so many utilities to sell, and this will be continued in a sort of way. So we don't know how exactly this will happen.
Do you have physical offices in Europe somewhere?
Well, of course in Malta. We are registered there. Of course we do have in Malta. Huh?
Somewhere closer to like Eastern Europe?
No, I guess we don't. No, not for now. But probably we'll have in the future. As soon as we see that Europe likes us. But we have a big team. You know, it's really nice and it's really funny when we try to make a call, because part of the team is sitting in US and Latin America, the other part is in Hong Kong and Japan. It's like, and I'm somewhere in the middle, Moscow time, and sometimes we have calls at 3 a.m. or sort of that. And you always say, okay guys, I will wake up, of course, no problem. That's how we work.
Do you do anything with the security tokens?
Hard to say. I guess we do, but I don't know. So
Yeah,
sorry.
there's a lot of legal things.
I don't know. I guess we do, but need to check that. You can repeat this question on the Telegram chat. I'm sure you'll get the answer there.
Okay. Okay. What was the channel?
Well, actually you can find it by the name. All our channels have this official wording. For the Russia, it's Okex official Russian group.
Okay. And English?
For the
that's one that's hard to follow, right?
Huh?
That was one that's hard to follow.
Yeah, because it's in Russian. But you can ask questions in English there. No, the hard to follow is Okex official English group.
That one.
But anyway, place a question there, because guys are working hard, and I'm sure it's just that you will need to wait for the answer. And we have Okex API discussion group, where Lennox Lai is answering questions. He's one of the top managers, and basically you can ask any question there, not only with the API trading.
So what was the name of this group? You had it on the previous slide, no?
I guess, let me see. It's the Russian, I guess. It's the Russian, because it's handled by me.
Okay.
That's why. It's the Russian group, yeah. So it happens to be fast. And that's probably because I forgot most part of it.
It's fine. It's anyways not the info that you're usually conveying at first hearing, because you have to dig deeper to understand all the swaps future and how the trading works.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just very good as an intro, but if you're interested in getting deeper, then you have to sit and read and watch videos and stuff.
Yeah, the problem is that you won't be able to see lots of videos, so that's why I urge you to use the channels, because you can ask any question there and you'll get the fast reply. And also, by the way, on the site we have this little window with the chat. It's the tech support, so you can fast get an answer to any question there as well. They'll help you. Probably we'll make more videos on the YouTube. Now it's in the process only. And yeah, with the swaps and with the future it is so. But if you want to start trading, for our platform is really good for the newcomers, because we have spot and it's easy to understand. It's simple as that, and you can try it with the small amount of money. Any amount is there. It's only for the withdrawal. I must say that for the fees for the withdrawal, we have different percentage of fees for every token. And for USDT, we usually take 4 USDT for the withdrawal. So if you want to withdraw, it's better to remember that it's pricey for USDT. So if you want just to try and then withdraw, and don't forget.
You
that.
don't withdraw to fiat at all?
We do withdraw
But
to
not
fiat
with USD,
through
right?
the C2C platform.
Okay, I see.
They accept euros, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Can we see again once the slide where we had the fees and
Yeah, of course. It's one of the first.
like with the very large trading volumes?
With the fair, no, I
No,
guess we have all
this
the
one, yes. Oh,
all types of trading volumes here. And you see we have for swaps we have a slightly higher fees. It used to be different.
Why wash trading is incentivized?
Because the higher volume you get, the lower fees you pay.
Yeah, you pay negative fees, but if
Yeah,
you want to trade
you
it
even-
yourself,
In
total,
some situations you even get little gains.
yeah, you get gains, but then the taker, if you want to take from yourself, then you will pay a fee.
Yeah.
Then because 0.01% and 0.25 equals to paying fee. Like I know that Bitham has a total wash trading system sometimes. Like they just offer like all you trade is for free, and if you trade the most, you get some kind of a benefit. So, but this looks legit. Yeah, this looks okay.
Yeah, I know that Kraken has sort of the same system actually. So it's only about not only about us, but okay, every big exchange has this problem. It's only us who accepted that. But you should remember, they all do have it. So when they say, here is the list of the fair exchanges, it isn't so actually. You should remember, it's like crazy market. We're fighting badly there. It's been, we recently had a little scandal after Binance was hacked. Our marketing guys made this ad. They said, okay, you can withdraw your assets from the, as they said it, compromised exchange to us. It was our marketing.
Yeah, provocative.
Yeah, it was super provocative because even the background of it had this colors of Binance slightly moving to the colors of Okex. And you can only imagine what I got on the chat about that. It's, how can you? Who are you guys? They got hot, you should support them. No, we don't support each other. We fight a lot. And that's what they would do as well. And as for this exact situation, I know there was a big reaction with our managers, because you should understand that it's like our main concern. Security of the funds is like the main concern. And we pay most of our resources to make it secure on a daily basis, because it can be hacked all the time, and they do try it a lot. And we fight with it on a daily basis with like tremendous efforts to keep it safe. And the guys got hacked and reacted as if, who haven't noticed that? Okay, we have Safo Fund, go ahead.
But they had a really cool strategy of dealing with the crisis. Like they were very transparent. They had they had known in advance that such situation, maybe not the hack, but maybe something else could happen, like system malfunction, whatever. And they thought in advance, so
we didn't
they
like the way they did it, because they behaved as if it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And this is the reputational problem, because it is a big deal. People lost their money actually.
But all the money is recovered anyway, so
Not
what's
all of
the
them,
point?
not all of them. Only the money which were directly lost, but for the money, like they kept withdrawals
yeah, that, of
for
course.
a week,
Yeah.
or so. And
Yeah.
the accounts had been frozen. It's also losses, and nobody covered that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then they changed the API keys and everything stopped, and
Yeah,
I
of
was like
course.
so pissed. I
And this is
remember.
how it happens when you get hacked. It's a really big deal, and if you try to react just like, oh, nothing happened. It's
Yeah.
just a wrong sort of behavior, actually. We admit that anything can happen.
But then they gave in the end some cookies.
No, of
Like,
course,
they gave,
of
like,
course
one
they do.
BNB
Of course
to
they
every
do.
seller.
How? Well, they should do at least something. We understand that. But I know the guys were furious about this reaction. That's why we had this compromised
Yeah, but
exchange thing. Yeah.
yeah, but.
But
yeah,
we also got
all
punished by the
exchange
users.
who get hacked are trying to play cool, and that's.
course, of course.
that's, I guess the way.
And we've been hacked as well on 2017. We've lost about 3,000 BTC. Well, the accounts of our users were hacked, but it was for the accounts which didn't have this two-factor authentication. Actually, if I understand why people don't want to have it, because if you lose it, it's a pain. Actually, because it's impossible to restore it. You have to, if you lose it, you have to demolish everything and to restart it. And it takes about 7 working days when you are not able either to trade or to withdraw. Continuous calls and trying to verify your identity. It's really tough.
Yeah, I think it's a bit painful, but since there is this know your customer thing, the KYC, it's like it's possible to do it, and then the safety is so good.
Yeah, but KYC is just, it's only the information, actually. It doesn't protect you, it's the information we have. And yeah, of course, if you have some funds which are compromised, which could have been stolen. You know this phishing technique when they steal a lot and they gave little to any sort of account. So one morning you wake up and you see 0.000 BTC, 0.1 BTC extra on your account. You say, wow, mostly likely it's been stolen, and that's how they put it on different accounts to pretend they are one of those guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we have to arrest these accounts and start investigating. That's when it appears this KYC thing. It's also a difficult process. But KYC is never enough even there.
Yeah. Like I remember there was finance thing that they didn't withdraw to another account. They just made trades with other accounts. And then they build up a price of some kind of a coin to so big amount that they basically trade one of this coin to 13 bitcoins or something. Like it just raised the price like so much because they just had so many APIs and they just bought from all of them.
Wow.
They tried to sell this. They tried to buy this coin, and then this person who was doing the hack, he was just selling this coin at very high price. And that's another way how to do it happened on Binance actually. So like it was kind of a hack because the hackers got the access to API keys, but they couldn't withdraw with those API keys because those were only for trading. So they kind of withdraw with trading. It's very inefficient, but it can be done. Like you lose a lot of funds in the middle, but you get
Finally,
final result.
gains. So many ways to hack.
Like I think that the trading, like with this two-factor authentication, it's very nice, but for like bots, it's a bit unsafe, like because there's only one string. Okay, to API key and secret. If somebody copies it, it's kind of dangerous.
I guess we have some strategy for such kind of cases as well. I'm not sure what exactly, but as I can remember, we have.
I think there is like a flash you can put into the device, like a PC, and then it kind of makes the API calls with the key generated from this flash. But if you're running it from a cloud, I don't know. what ways there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I guess this
crypto
is-
trading still prohibited in China?
Well, it's not. They say you can own BTC, and I guess it's not. Crypto trading is not prohibited, but futures is prohibited. You cannot trade futures there on the spot, and I'm not sure for the margin as well. And also, we don't work with the USA because they have different legislations in every state there, so we prefer not to touch it at all at the moment. That's why we don't have USD on the CTC. Well, that's it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for the intro.